right, we'll start with the CTE department first, and that's Mr. Hopkins to present his award.
My name is Mr. Hopkins. I teach personal finance here at Kent Island. Not to reference, well, I'm going to reference sports to teaching high school kids. You know, as an athlete, you know, you look for those certain rewards. Football players, we like to score the touchdown. Basketball, the slam dunk. Baseball, the home run. What a nice golf swing. But what do we get as a teacher? We get that aha moment. With my student of the month, Makai Johnson, he gives me those great aha moments. I teach him for personal finance, and he is a critical thinker. Not only he is an A student, but he challenged me as a teacher. He always asks questions, and he always wants to know why. Throughout class, he'll ask a question, but he doesn't want to know the answer. Throughout class, we'll work on spreadsheets, work on cash flow statements, and then we have to analyze those. As we analyze those, I ask them to, ask those questions like, is this person in a good financial situation? Why? He'll walk over with his computer and he'll crunch all the numbers. He'll come up to my desk and then he'll say, I'm not sure about these numbers. And then I'll look at him and I'll say, well, what do you think? And then he'll look at his spreadsheet and he'll say, oh, and then he'll take that slow walk back. He never wants to know the answer. He always wants to be challenged, and I appreciate that. What makes him a student of the month is he's a great leader. He'll go back to his table and he'll discuss with his classmates. Not only he doesn't give away answers, he challenged them to answer questions for themselves. By him doing that, he uplifts the entire class, and that's why he's my student of the month.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyler Bowles. So he is the English Department Student of the Month. Love this kid, fantastic kid. He's definitely on his work. He's doing what he needs to do. He's not letting other things distract him all the time. And if he gets a grade he doesn't agree with, he'll talk to me about it. Say, I thought we had this kind of thing going on. I don't really understand. Like, he's interested in understanding not just like what grade he got, but why he got that grade, what he can do better in the future. And I knew I would select him for Student of the Month. One day I was absent. I got an email from the substitute. There are 4 kids in our English class that do not speak any English at all, like none. And I was told that he was trying to help those kids do what they needed to do. So not only is he concerned about what he's doing in the classroom, but he's trying to help other people have the success that he's able to have in my classroom. He's not letting something like a language barrier, or a huge barrier, he's not letting a language barrier disrupt or discourage him from trying to help other people. I'm very proud of him. Very excited to see what the future has in store for him. I'm sure you guys are too. Tyler Bowles, English Department Student of the Month. Congrats, Tyler.
Good morning, everybody. Mackenzie is my chosen student of the month for the math department. She's a great student when she comes in first in the classroom and she gets to work, asks me questions, emails me if she has questions, and is always willing to go above and beyond and try to figure out what's going on and how she's doing her work, and asks for help if she needs it. And also, she's a great role model, and I really appreciate that in our class. Congratulations.
Good morning, everybody. I'm the theater teacher here at Kent Island High School. I also teach TV production. And I have Tommy here in my class in TV production. A lot of what we do in this class is based on the production aspect, the filming, the editing, and it's a different kind of twist to what we do in just the normal theater realm. Tommy is awesome. He is on it. He is the kind of kid that I can just assign something to, and he is on top of it. He will get it done. This is a daily buck report that we put out, a daily news segment that goes up to the entire school every day. And there are a handful of kids that I can rely on to get stuff done in a timely manner, and Tommy understands those deadlines very well. And he's also, and I've kind of said this to other students about you, but you're robotic in the sense that you can read a script for the first time and it sounds awesome. He's just a great kid, and he sounds great, and I appreciate everything you've done. Oh, and I can also rely on him to help other students. I do that a lot, sorry, but thank you, to help other students in the classroom with all the editing and filming and the whole TV production thing that we do every day. Thank you so much, appreciate everything you do.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Wright, health and PE teacher here at Kent Island High School. Just like Mr. Kenna said, it's not about grades, at least it wasn't for me. Like, I don't even know Emily's grades, but if I had to guess, I guess she has a 4.0. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But I knew from day one, as soon as she walked in the gym this semester, that she was going to be the student of the month. Just the way she came in, she carried herself. She's a mature young lady. With other freshmen, it really stands out because some of them can be immature. But with Emily, it really stood out. Pretty much anything you need, I don't even have to ask her. She's going to do it. Example is the volleyball nets. If we're playing volleyball, she has a group of girls, go over there, they set the net up, they take the net down. One day I was walking through the auxiliary gym, cleaning up some basketballs at the end of the day. Emily just starts picking them up, puts them on the cart. She doesn't even have to ask if you need any help. She is just going to go and do that. So I can tell that she has that teamwork, that leadership qualities that are going to take her far. And I was also kind of shocked that she has not won Student of the Month yet this year. Because usually we send the email in and they'll tell you if the person's won it. And I knew she was going to be my Student of the Month, but I was kind of thinking I was getting that email that I need to select someone else. But I'm glad that you were not a Student of the Month for someone else so that I can choose you. And then yesterday, I knew how together organized she was when she was showing your biology notebook. That thing was fantastic with pictures and notes, and I wish I could be that organized. So that is just great to have in a freshman, and I know she's going to do great things here at Caroline High School. So Emily Mayo is my Student of the Month.
All right. Well, I was out last month, so they were fortunate enough to let me come up and speak about, I don't have favorites, but as you've heard here today, there's going to be a lot of similarities between. So normally I don't jot notes, but I did today, so I could make sure I talked a little bit. So number one is the respect. Lily just shows respect for everyone and everything in every class. She's very kind. She's also willing to help me and others at any time. She has a wonderful attitude. She's very funny. She enjoys class, which is very nice to have in strength and conditioning, by the way, which there's only 2 girls out of 25, which is another thing. She's an excellent athlete. She plays soccer and lacrosse, and I'm going to brag on her for a minute. She's going to Rutgers to play lacrosse, which is very impressive. Just like Coach Wright said, I have no idea what her other grades are, but I would venture to say, with the way she works, it's 4.0 or higher would be my guess there. One last thing, well, there's a couple actually. She's a great role model. She's a great leader for young ladies. You can see that if you're ever around lacrosse practice or just around the area. And the other thing, I always get, what do you bench press? That's common around here. Well, I'm going to brag. 135 pounds on the bench press. Normally we don't say all those meatheads, what do you bench? But in this case, 135 is out of this world. And that just gives you an idea of how hard she works. So I can only say this. I am so lucky to have you in my class.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Je m'appelle Madame Rice.
Her name is Madame Rice.
Voici Darcy.
My name is Darcy.
Darcy est l'étudiante du mois pour le département des langues étrangères.
I'm a student of Miss Rice for world language.
Good. I just told her she was going to have to do this, so I'm like, oh, she's going to be so mad at me. I'm very excited to give this award to Darcy. Mr. Kenna referenced that a lot of students who get this award have always been excellent students from the beginning, flawless performance, everything's great and wonderful. I appreciate students who maybe had a little bit more of a challenge starting out, because as I told my students, I was not a very good high school student. I was not a very good French student. It's a struggle for me. And I started teaching Darcy last year, which we would all like to forget existed with the online teaching and the online schooling, and it was not easy for her as it was for many students. But when Darcy came back into the building this year, she showed a level of confidence that I had not seen in a lot of students. A lot of students who came back in the building and were in a world language class were really nervous. They're like, oh great, I could kind of skate away with not really turning on my camera or really talking to Madame, but now she's right in front of me and she kind of talks to me all the time and I don't really have a choice. And Darcy shows no fear. She was very confident. She works really hard to the point where the students already think that she speaks French at home. So, and I encourage her, oh yeah, Darcy's just really good. But she has that work ethic. She worked really hard and she's turned it's done so much better now that we're back in person. And I'm just so proud of her of just really sticking with it and overcoming adversity because that's a very rare quality. especially with world languages students, if they find a challenge, they'll tend to just check out. They'll just do the bare minimum of what they need to pass my class or any world language class. And it's frustrating because it's like, no, the struggle is the good part because the reward is worth it. And she has no fear. She's just always working hard, and I can always count on her to be a great role model for other students. And like I said, I'm just super proud of her. So congratulations.
My student of the month, and someone I'm very proud of, is Eva. Eva is amazing. We talk about work ethic and we talk about character, and she is on top of that. Definitely for character, everybody in the school knows her and loves her. And for work ethic, she tries her hardest in everything she does. The reason I chose her for Student of the Month this month is because not only is she an amazing student, she also she won in cheerleading, and she also was in our production of Little Mermaid. So I'm so very proud of Eva. I'm looking forward to many years with Eva. So thank you so much.